Hey girls, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. How are you doing? I want to show you this beautiful eye look today. I have a brand new palette, it's Addiction Palette 9 that we just got in. I've only used it twice. This is the third time. And I want to explain to you how it works, how ingenious it is that they created these colors and how they all go together. And really, you can play Tic Tac Toe. I'm not kidding you. You can play Tic Tac Toe and create all kind of looks. You're going, what is she talking about? Okay, if you want to know what I'm talking about, just keep watching. Okay, I did go ahead and do my base face. I know a lot of you say, why you do your foundation before your eyeshadow. There's really not a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow, but however, you really probably should do your eyes first before you do your foundation. I do it because it's a time thing for me. You know, with mom here, and I'm trying to do all the things for her. It's just like, there's not enough time in my life. So I can speed things up by doing this, and when I finish my eyes, then I'm done, girl. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is the palette. I'm kind of hold it here because that the mirror here just kind of, it's like a beacon of light we don't need. Look at this. These are beautiful. Now, I look at this as like a tic-tac-toe kind of thing. You know how you play tic-tac-toe or bingo? Across, diagonal, down, up and down. It doesn't matter which way you go. You can use this row for an eye look. You can use this row for an eye look. You can use this row for an eye look. You can come this way, across, like that. And you can even go diagonal with it. And so today, I'm looking at it going, which way? What do I want to do today? And I'm really thinking maybe these three across here. I'm going to do the diagonal. So I'm going to start, that'll be my outer V, this will be my transition, and then this one will be my lid, okay? So that's kind of sort of how it works. Now you can add 4 colors if you want to. This is a beautiful palette. They're not real powdery, but they're kind of creamy. Does that make sense? They have a really pretty staying power, and there are some shimmers in here that you can see. You can see some of them have a little shim to them, and then some are mattes, okay? So absolutely a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's Addiction Palette 9. It just came out. I've only had this palette maybe 2 days, so I've done 2 looks, okay? 2 different looks. I did this one day, and I did this one yesterday. And now I'm going to try the diagonal today with you. So the first thing we got to do, girlfriend, is put some eye primer on our eyes. I'm going to use Younique's eye primer. I always do. I have some on my finger already. Dab it together on your finger. And I am thinking about doing a little bit of concealer in this inner corner. I think I am going to do that. Because what that will do is help that lighter color kind of pop a little bit more when you add that concealer. Now, I don't want to put concealer over my whole eye, although some people do that as well. I like the eye primer. I just do. I like it better than just putting on a lot of concealer. Sometimes concealer creases, and this right here will help it not to crease. So I'm all about the not creasing. And I am going to take just a tad bit of powder, not a whole lot, Mercier. Take my little brush here, and I do like to set the primer because it is tacky. And if you go in while it's still tacky, sometimes it'll grab a lot of color, and you don't want that. Then you're having to blend it all out, and it'll grab that color all in one spot, and you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to do that. I've done that. That's why I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so this is what I'm going to do today. I showed you just a minute ago, but we are going to do the diagonal. We're going to go across here. And if you want to know what the names of these are, they're on the back, okay? So you can figure out what the names of these are. To me, I don't really worry about the names. I worry about the colors and what I want to use. So I really, really love this palette. It's such a great palette for all year round, really. You can wear this all year. It's got your neutrals in it. It's got that one nice gray color. It kind of transitions into fall, and then you can move into, some of these can be some great summer colors too. So the first thing I want to do though is add that concealer to my eye. And I'm going to grab my concealer. This is Younique's concealer. This is Skin Solution Concealer. I'm using the color Velour. My foundation is the color Eyelet, so I go 2 shades lighter. You don't want to go too light, so 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation color is really good. Take just a small little brush and get some on your brush, and I'm going to kind of tap it off on my hand because I don't want too much. I want just a little bit here in this corner. Now, you can either blend this out with your finger, or you can blend it out with a little blending bud. That's up to you. I think I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to use my ring finger because it's the finger that has the least resistance and pressure. How pretty is that? So Mom is resting right now, so I was able to come in here. She got her hospital bed. She did. She got that. It's been a week, y'all. Hospice is wonderful, though. She is in hospice, and I was able to get that settled this week, and my goodness, I've had more help than I thought I would ever need. They are amazing. They are so amazing. They come in and they just handle everything, you know, and they're always right there, just a phone call away if you need them. So it's wonderful. It is. I wasn't expecting all this help, you know, but it is just me, and I'm going to try to go back to work this week. So I got all the sitters in place. So I'm really lucky in that respect that I did get to stay home for 2 weeks. And it took that long to get everything in place. Kind of like it takes to get this eye look done, right? All right, so there we go. We've got a little bit of that concealer just to brighten it up. And I am going to take whatever's left on this brush here, and I'm just going to kind of set that because we don't want it to move, right? We want it to stay in place. So we're going to do just like we did over the primer. There we go. So now we are good to go. And we're going to start with, I probably need to do my brows. So let me do my brows, and I'll be right back. Because when you're working on your eyes, you really need your brows done first so that you can see the angle where it ends, and you'll know exactly where to put the placement of your eyeshadow connected straight up to that. So it helps you give a visual line of where it starts. And see, mine's so sparse. I can do it because I've done it so much, but for you, you know, try to get your brows on first and then do your eyeshadow. All right. See what a difference a brow makes? Yes, it does. I can actually see where I need to stop now with my eyeshadow. So this is what we're going to start with, though. We're going to start with this color here in the center called Amicable. And that's going to be our transition color. And I'm just going to use a fluffy crease brush. This is Younique's brush, fluffy crease. I love this brush. It's wonderful. Now I'm going to get up close to you so you can see. I'm not going to do this eye on camera. I'll do it off like I always do. It's really hot here today. I'm ready for cooler weather. It's going to be like in high 80s today here in Alabama. I'm tired of it. I'm ready for some cool weather. All right, so here's my pupil. So what you want to do is come right above, and you want to make a little dot right there. Make a little dot. And yes, I am going to come in and add my Velour Press Powder Foundation at the end so we can blend out the edges. I'm doing things in reverse today. Aren't you proud of me? I'm switching it up. And I'm going to go back and forth. Just windshield wiper kind of motions. I'm going to bring it just to kind of like a straight line technique if you've ever done that before. Now I'm going to wipe some of it off on my hand. And now we're just going to blend it out. Less is more when you're doing these techniques. Start off with less. You can always add. But look what a color payoff that gives you right off the bat. Whoa. That's pretty. That's a very pretty color. Amicable. Wouldn't you like to know why they named these colors the names they do? What looks amicable about that color? Yeah, I think it's weird. Some names that they give them, they're like really spot on, you know. And then other ones I think about, why they named it that? Do you see that little shadow there? You know what? Aging just drives me crazy. I don't know about y'all, but every day it seems like I have to hold something so it doesn't move so that I can blend it out better. I'm fixing to go to my dermatologist, and I'm going to make some changes in my skincare. I'm going to make some changes in something. This right here is starting to bother me. I look like I'm sad all the time. And I know it's just because I smile a lot. So it's really smile lines on. It is. Now for the lid, we're going to use this brush here. This is a shader liner brush. I love this brush. And we're going to go into, let me see what color this one is. It's called Optimal. So Optimal is this color right there. And we're going to take this. And what you want to do is pat it into it. like that. And I may do something fun at the end. I went to, I had a sitter here, so I decided that I was going to go out. I was out of my shampoo and I needed to go to Ulta to get it. I use that Alterna. Love that stuff. And so I went to Ulta. First of all, I went to Panera Bread and had my favorite salad. The pecan Fuji apple salad is wonderful. And so I had that. And then I sat there and worked on my phone for, wow, that is pretty. Oh my goodness. That's pretty. Okay, I like this color. It's the first time I've used that color, I think. Or maybe the second time. Maybe it's the second time. Oh, it's so pretty. But then I went over to Ulta and I found a few things. You know, I love Younique makeup, but I also like other things too. And I found something by ColourPop and I just couldn't help but grab. And I'll show it to you today. I'll see what this line looks like when we get done, and I might just add a smidgen of that color. And then I also bought an e.l.f. blush. I've been wanting to try the e.l.f. blushes. They're cream. So I might try that too. I might try that with you. So I'm going to take this crease brush here. It's Younique crease brush. And we're going into this bottom color down here. Let me see what it's called. It's called Affable. A-F-F-A-B-L-E. I don't even know what that means. Affable. I'm going to look that up. I want to know why they name them these. I said, all right, get it right on the tip. Tap it off on your hand because sometimes, see, you might have too much. Tap it off. And what I like to do recently here is I like to come down to right at my lash line and make me a little line right there. Not a big one, just a small one. And it gives you a little starting point. See that? And then we're going to bring it straight up. Why do we have our tails? See? I can see it now. I can see it now. Yeah. That's the song that I don't remember the words to. I'm so glad y'all hang out with me. I know I'm a little crazy and flighty sometimes, but I really do enjoy doing this. With all the craziness that's been going on in my life, this gives me something to look forward to. And I can sit down and be creative and mindless. Mindless is a good thing sometimes when your creativity kind of kicks in. What do you think of that? That's really pretty color. This is going to be one of my favorite palettes. I can tell you now that it is. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's pretty. I love the lid. I think the lid is like spectacular, and it's not shiny, but it's very bright, isn't it? I love that. It almost like, it must be a satin because it's got just a tad bit of sheen to it. But when you look at it in there, it's hard to tell whether it's a satin or not. I'd have to look them up to do that. So I'm going to add my velour pressed powder. Let's add it just to soften that edge, and then I can come back and we can blend a little bit more of that transition color in. I love using this right here across there. It just softens that area. See how it softens it? It's just so pretty. And it brightens it up at the same time, but it also covers up my discolorations and stuff from my melasma that's up there. We all have it, don't we? I'll share some with you if you want. You're not going to want that, are you? No, you're not. I don't want it either. So we're going to come back with that middle color. Remember, we did the diagonal. Foolproof. All of them go together. You don't have to sit and pick and choose, you know? Well, you do, but they're all going to match together. That's what's cool. All right, so we're going to come back with that color that we started with, and I'm just going to lightly blend, really light-handed. Oh, I love these colors. Oh, I think everybody needs to try this. This is a beautiful palette. Beautiful palette. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to go off camera and do the other eye, and then I'll be back to finish it up. Okay, so now this eye's done. What do you think? Oh my goodness. This is such a pretty look. Love these colors together. Now, I'm going to use this It's brush. It's a blending brush. I love this brush. It's so soft. It is my favorite brush to blend out the edges with and just soften the whole look. Wow. I could easily turn this into like a smoky eye if I wanted to. Really, a really pretty smoky eye. Now I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to take this brush here. This is It's Cosmetics, like a crease brush, blending brush. I call it my crease blending brush because that's what I like for it. I like to use it as under here in the eyes, and I like to kind of blend out in the corners with it. So it is one of my favorites. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to take this color first. I'm going to get 2 dabs of that and 1 of the middle color. And then we're going to mix those together. And let's see what we get. Because I haven't used these colors together. But I do like to add a little bit of color right underneath. And I am going to add a little liner. Do you think I need a liner? I'm trying to decide if I need a liner or not. But I do like things to be cohesive. So that's why I'm adding just a little bit of drama under the eye. Oh, yes! That worked. I'm going to be using this palette all the time. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. And I did come back in and I added a little bit of the light color in the inner corner. Look how it opened that up. Isn't that pretty? Wow, this is a great palette. I think you would love it. You've got colors similar to it, but you know, eyeliners, eyeshadows, they're all made by different companies. They're all trying to do the same goal. Have you noticed that? Like all the new foundations have skincare in them. I've noticed that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this eye for you. I'm going to line this. This is a Younique liner in black called Perfect. It is waterproof. So it has the best staying power ever. And I love it. And I love it in the color Proper, which is a brown, which will be back in stock, I think, in December. That's a popular one. It is my favorite, too. But I usually use this one. I'm wearing black today, so why not wear black? Now, I'm going to tell you, you don't have to do a wing here. I'm going to do just a tad of a baby wing. That's about all I can get away with now. So what I do is I take my fingers and I hold it taut right here. And I'm right at this, where my corner of my eye is, and I'm just going to flick it up just a tad. Not much. That's about it, people. There you go. I'm not real big on making wings, okay? I'm not. Now, however, you can draw it back and bring it right back into meet that line. See that? And that's just all you need. That is all you need. And if you do get some stuff out here, you can clean it up, okay? You can. So I'm going to do my mascara. I'm going to use 4D. We're going to finish out this eye. I'm going to finish out this eye with you. So let's grab the mascara really quickly. This is my favorite mascara of all time. It is a 4D with fiber. It's got little Y-shaped fibers inside of it. So it gives you the sense of having false eyelashes. If you don't wear false eyelashes, this is perfect for you. You can get the look without doing all the work. You know? All you got to do is just put it on, girl, and it makes your lashes just so long. We also have a lash serum, and I've been using it lately. I did use it on my brows one time, and it really did help to stimulate the hair growth and condition them. So I did have, and that was on this brow here. I didn't have any hair from here over at all. And so I still use it maybe once a week. You could use it twice a week. But it really does help with your lashes and your brows, girl. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Okay. Look how pretty that is. This is such a pretty eye look. I just am amazed. How pretty is that? All right, I'm going to finish my other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. So here's the finished look with the eyes. What do you think? Oh my goodness. I think I'm in love. This is going to be my favorite palette. It is. I love the colors. I love how they're so simple and easy to use. And they blend together just beautifully. Now I'm going to finish out. I'm just going to add a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use Sunset bronzer here, Younique's bronzer. And then I'm going to show you that beautiful blush from e.l.f. I really do love it. Look how beautiful that warms up your face. I love playing with makeup. Do you not know that? This is the e.l.f. blush. Here it is. Whoop, we got it upside down. It's this color. It's got a weird name. I don't have the box anymore because the name is on the box. But look how pretty that is. It comes in a lot of different colors. I got a pink one too. But this one kind of made me think of fall. And I think they're really pretty on the skin. And they kind of blend right into your skin. Like, I mean, it looks really like your own skin. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And I'm putting it right on the bone here and placing it right up through my temple, up that direction. And all you got to do is blend it in with your finger. How pretty is that? Now, I do like to add a little sheen over it, like with a luminizer. But it looks so pretty on the skin. It looks very natural. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to use a little bit of Pearly. And yes, the lid is off of Pearly. Sorry. But Pearly is one of my favorite colors. And I'm going to use, let me find the brush really quickly. I'll use this brush here. I'll use my granddaughter's favorite brush. We'll take it in. We'll place a little bit just right over that. Isn't that pretty? This is kind of a copper color. This is pretty all year round. This is one of those luminizers that you can use, like I'm using it now, or you can use it on your lips, or you can, you know, go through your face with it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I've used it on my eyes too. And it's a pretty lid color on your eyes. But this palette is like screaming. And then the only thing left I have to do, I do like to powder my face with a powder puff, and just pressing the powder in all through the T-zone area. Isn't that gorgeous? Pressing it in really does help because we still wear masks. Some of us do, or having to wear a mask. And this actual foundation doesn't do, it doesn't transfer. And so once you do this to it, it's really not going to transfer. Look at that, how pretty that, oh my goodness. Makeup just keeps, you know, these companies just get better and better and better at creating stuff for us older ladies. Have you noticed that? Everything used to be geared toward the younger person. Not anymore. So I'm going to add some lips, and girl, we're going to finish out this look. Okay, here's my finished look. I love this lip look. This is a brand new, well, it's not brand new name. We used to have this color a long time ago, but we have brand new lipsticks that just came in, and they brought back 3 favorites, and this was one of my favorites. This is called Well To Do. And girl, you can create the most beautiful, beautiful ombre lip with this. And what I paired it with, as far as a lip liner, is this color right here. This is, wait a minute, that's Younique's. It's this pencil right here. It is called Downtown. Let me see. I can't ever read anything. You ever get, like you can't read when you get older? Yeah. Brooklyn Thorn. Brooklyn Thorn is the name of this. And it is by NYX. And it's really, really pretty. Look how pretty it is with Well To Do. I love that. Now, I did buy this ColourPop eyeshadow the other day too. And we could absolutely put this on our lips. I could put it on my eyes, but you know what? I don't think I want it on my eyes, but that's what it's for. But you can also use something like this and add a little bit of pop, a shimmer, right in the middle of your lip. And that would be pretty too. So let's do that. I love this. I saw it and I went, wow. Color payoff. I think you could probably use this as a highlighter too if you wanted to. Look at that shine in that. So beacon. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, girlfriends. I hope y'all have learned something today. I hope if you want this palette that you grab it. I think it's beautiful. It's great for our older eyes too. I wore it yesterday. I wore it for the last 2 days. No creasing. None at all. Make sure you get the eye primer or use whatever eye primer you have. But this is a beautiful palette. And remember, you can play Tic Tac Toe with it. You can go across. You can go diagonal. It's you choose. Or think of it like bingo. Bingo is kind of the same way, right? It is. But it's such a beautiful palette. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me hold it up. Look at the colors. Color payoff is amazing. So, it's a cute little palette. It is called Addiction Palette 9. I am going to love it, and I hope maybe you might love it too, and try it for yourself. And please like and share and subscribe. You know, I'm always here on Sundays. I love to be here and hang out with you. I will keep you updated on my mom's situation. We all know where that's headed, but it's a journey, and I'm on the journey with her. I go back to work next week, so maybe my life will get back in order a little bit, okay? And I will see you here next Sunday. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.